he's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game. So I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Derek Harden is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, hitters have a batting average against of close to 300 against them. So he's going to have to make some adjustments if he hopes to be successful.
And with that, let's get a quick look at the Akron defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it, to the shortstop, or actually anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Defensive plays.
Freddie Herman strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Freddie Herman.
And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball 1. EK, let's take a look at our homestanding 9 as they enter play here this evening. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, maybe a little frustrated after that last call didn't go his way. Now, he's got to make sure he doesn't lose him here on 3-2.
Drilled down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
In the second spot,
Max Bermudez will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you're hitting under 200 for the season, games like yesterday are going to happen on a regular basis.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 delivery. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, this offense needs their number 8 hitter to bring a little more to the table. I think he just needs to change his mindset at the plate. Just let the struggles go and focus on making each at-bat a productive one.
Sam Lopez will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Runner goes for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
I don't think he's too thrilled with himself behind the plate. It's hard to say for sure, but if he puts this ball in the bag, I think he's got a good shot at getting him at third. Instead, this one's high. He might even be fortunate it's not down the line, and the runner's able to slide in safely.
Now that we have a chance, let's get a quick look at the Akron defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it to the shortstop, or actually anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Terrence Hamilton will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, that fastball seems a lot quicker after 2 straight off-speed pitches.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Gross is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So they're able to get the runner to 3rd in the opening half inning, but can't bring him around. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Andrew Faulkner will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how Binghamton will line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Mark Kirecki comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rubberducks.
In the air to straightaway right. Maldonado moves over. And that's the first out of the inning. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Brian Gonzalez will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at how Binghamton will line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what's the word?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Jack Duarte gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. To short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Juan Maldonado steps in for his first try, and in case you haven't been following him, he's arguably been one of the hottest hitters in the league right now. Into the windup and the pitch. Down the third base. Oh, it's off the third base bag. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Batting sixth,
Jack Cruz will get his first opportunity here. And that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he hasn't played very well all season. And if you look at his last 10 games, he's only had 4 hits in those 10. So what's he doing to help?
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Two and one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And that's through into center, so the first 2 have reached here to start the second.
And after a relatively quiet first inning, the number 5 and 6 guys strike for back-to-back hits here to start the second. Let's see if they can cash it in.
J.J. Fagan is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
1-1.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Cho moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Michael Chu, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cho is in pursuit. Now a reach, but he can't get it as he does a face plant afterward, and this is big trouble. The run scores from second. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Brandon Colon stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
One and two, here it comes. Hot shot to third. Duarte scoops it up, and the runner is out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it. They get him easy.
Standing in now, Freddie Herman, as he'll take a look at ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Binghamton leads it 2-0. Ken Williamson will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
Here's the first pitch to him. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing off. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
You don't need to be a lip reader or an expert in body language to know that he was not thrilled with that call. You know, just about every umpire has a different interpretation of what a high strike should be, but none of them like it when guys carry on like this. You got to be careful.
Miguel Santiago is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a liner, but foul. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Fagan is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting sixth, left fielder,
Joe Gross gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, the fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Max Bermudez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swung on and chopped to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
the first baseman, number 9.
Striding into the box, Sam Lopez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
You know, he's been struggling a little bit lately, so hopefully he learned some things from that last at-bat so he can start to turn things around here with a base hit.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
A weak chopper up the line. Santiago is right there, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Stepping in, Terrence Hamilton. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And that's taken high and outside for ball one. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And that misses, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting,
Juan Maldonado will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a soft liner, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Oh, and you know that one's got to hurt. You've got 2 outs. You make a pretty good pitch right there. The guy doesn't get very good wood on it, but he's just strong enough to muscle it out there to pick up the 2-out RBI.
He's set. Here it comes. Jack Cruz will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And Binghamton is out in front, 3-0. Adrian Vega come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And taken in out there for the first out.
Oh, boy. On a nice summer afternoon, this will sting just a little bit. But on a cold night, that's going to make your hands feel like you've got a fistful of bumblebees.
Henry Cho comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes a called strike 2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. Wes Acho takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Chopped weakly to the left. To second for one. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on. J.J. Fagan is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Third baseman, J.J. Fagan.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Now batting, catcher
Michael Chu strides into the box. He drove in 2 runs with a triple in his first trip.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Runners on the move for second. On the ground to the right side. And that's through for a hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Yeah, it's not too often that you'll see a first pitch hit and run, but it worked out here. Usually you see it when the batter's ahead in the count. 1-0, 2-1, sometimes even 1-1. But they roll the dice right away, and it pays off perfectly.
Into the box, Brandon Colon, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a two-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
now batting, the designated hitter,
Freddie Herman will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
First and second here with nobody out. Left side. Fielded cleanly. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Max Bermudez will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to cut it in.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
His last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider, but tonight it's been a different story. Watching video of the last game is really paying off.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
As a hitter, when you're not catching up to the fastball and you're physically fine, a lot of times that means your problem is you're indecisive. You're not sure what you're trying to do at the plate. You're not confident. You're not trusting your ability. Right now, it's more mental than it is physical.
Sam Lopez stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
Terrence Hamilton.
Terrence Hamilton gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Called a strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Grounded to third. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Binghamton leads it 5-0. Mark Kurecki is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any hits, but at least they've got themselves a leadoff walk. And the way things are going, I think they'll happily take that.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Brian Gonzalez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he is in there.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Jack Duarte will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
Here it comes, 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bermudez is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. And he's safe.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
At the plate, Ken Williamson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
From the stretch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Oof, that high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter? Probably not.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Miguel Santiago in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
And that's taken for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on this fine. Juan Maldonado heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Juan Baez is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Baez.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Jack Cruz comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gonzalez is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. J.J. Fagan will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground to third. Duarte takes it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Joe Gross, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Now at the plate, Adrian Vega. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball. Blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Henry Cho stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he lays off there. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled on the ground to short. Cruz on the grass, and the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him.
Now batting,
Wes Acho will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. In there at the knees, strike 1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Just keeping him close. The 2-2 pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Michael Chu makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Catcher, Michael Chu.
Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. In there, 1-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Gonzalez on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. In now, Brandon Colon. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
Freddie Herman is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Gross going back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. And Binghamton is out in front, 5-0. Mark Kirecki will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the 2nd hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Brian Gonzalez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And that misses 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
Jack Duarte is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Into the seats, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back here on the show. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Max Bermudez checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. Digging in to try it again, Sam Lopez. He singled his last time up. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Cho moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Terrence Hamilton will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And even with a 5-run lead, you've got to play with the mindset that no lead is ever safe. So that's a good job right there, taking second and getting yourself into scoring position.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to short. To his right, Vega. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The right fielder, number 16.
Into the box now, Juan Maldonado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
From the stretch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Whew, that's a heck of a challenge there, especially with 2 outs and a base open.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Gross is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Binghamton leads it 5-0. Leading off the inning, Miguel Santiago, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the pitch.
Santiago.
First pitch is a splitter for a called strike.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Joe Gross will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Adrian Vega will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Henry Cho will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. He's set, now the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
2 out with the man at first.
That's a ball.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Jack Cruz comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the eighth.
Shortstop, Jack Cruz.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's set down, one away.
The batter, third baseman,
J.J. Fagan will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. The pitch. Grounded to short. Vega fields it cleanly. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
When things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Runner goes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Boy, that's just good execution right there. Pitcher slide steps. That makes it easier and quicker for the catcher to handle the ball. He gets a good throw off to second base, and they get their guy.
Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. Brandon Colon will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
An 89-mile-an-hour fastball is not overpowering by any stretch, but it sure had him on his back foot.
Belted high in the air out to left. Gross ranging back. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. And Binghamton is out in front, 5-0. Wes Acho will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Squared that one up just a little late. Ready on 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's another 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Mark Kurecki steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Pitch on the way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Bermudez racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Brian Gonzalez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Set to deliver pitch number 120. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a called strike 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after 1 in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
Full count now, 3-2. Jack Duarte would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, 2-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Jack Duarte will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
0-1, here it comes. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Boy, that's just one of those fluky plays right there. He gets a late break off the mound because he's concerned about the business end of that bat, and who wouldn't be? And they wind up not being able to get an out on that play.
Ken Williamson will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Looking to keep the shutout intact. Here it comes. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Freddie Herman will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Martin Sanchez come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Gross sprinting after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now to the plate, Max Bermudez. He drew a walk his first time up. Fouled straight back. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Here it comes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Duarte is over now, and he's got it for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 9, Sam Lopez.
Striding in once again, Sam Lopez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch.
Nope.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
2-0 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
2-0 pitch on the way. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Binghamton leads it 5-0. Miguel Santiago will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. Got him. as he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Joe Gross is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Another look here at this pitch count. At some point, he's got to look into that dugout and say, can a guy get a little help?
Now the 0-1. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bermudez is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Adrian Vega will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
In there, strike one.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Henry Cho will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Exhibit A right here for what can happen when you give up a 2-out walk. Now he's concerned with getting ahead of the next guy, so he winds up grooving this first pitch, and the next thing you know, this guy's circling the bases with a 2-run home run.
Peter Bonner will get a late call now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up the save. Stepping in now, Wes Acho. Shot to third, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Binghamton comes out on top here, 5-2. Good night, everybody.
They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.